This man and woman are challenging themselves to stay in a room for 50 days. If they succeed, they'll win $5 million. There are no phones in the room, there's no internet either. There isn't anything entertaining here, just a clean big bed and some basic food. If one of them leaves early and the other stays till the end, that person still gets 1 million. Facing this dreamlike challenge, can they really make it to the end? When the man pressed the start button, the countdown officially began. Just imagine, facing the huge prize that's almost theirs, anyone would be extremely excited. They were so happy they ran around the room laughing. When they got tired, they lay on the floor, happily discussing how they'd spend the money. The man said he wanted to be an artist, never having to worry about money again. The woman wanted to invest the money to make life even better. Clearly, one was a dreamer and the other more practical. After chatting for a while, they started examining the room closely. Luckily, there was a separate bathroom, enough to meet their daily needs. But the rules stated they couldn't use it at the same time. Then the man went outside the room and picked some food. But there wasn't anything tasty, just ordinary nutritious meals. He took a sip and found it tasteless. Then the woman carefully read the rules again. Every night at 10 o'clock, the lights would automatically turn off, signaling them that it was time to sleep. After the initial excitement faded, they lay down on the only bed in the room, preparing themselves for the boring days ahead. When night fell, they began guessing whether all their movements were being watched by the organizers. They hugged each other as they slept and didn't do anything more. The next morning, the woman got up first to wash up. She even encouraged herself in front of the mirror. After the man finished washing up as well, they continued chatting to pass the time. But they eventually ran out of things to say. At the very end, they even discussed when brushing teeth, whether they brushed clockwise or counterclockwise. It seemed chatting couldn't continue forever. The woman decided to sit down and meditate with her eyes closed. The man kept staring at the countdown timer. Time passed incredibly slowly. In their usual lives, they never noticed the passage of time like this. But now, no matter how they looked at it, time passed so slowly it was unbearable. It couldn't go on like this. So they decided to find something else to do. They started playing childhood games, like clapping games or hide and seek. Days passed slowly this way, until they no longer felt like talking or playing. Fortunately, only 23 days were left to complete the challenge. At this very moment, the man suddenly noticed something strange on the floor. He leaned in and realized it was a cockroach. Facing this unexpected little life form, the man became incredibly excited. He even named it Puma. The woman next to him also found it amusing. She remarked that Puma looked like it was about to die. The man quickly sprinkled some food on the ground. Immediately, a voice in the room warned them that the food was only for the two of them. At that moment, the man was completely speechless.